What up, my gangsters? Yo guys, what's up? It's Dave, the Obscantia here. So in my past video, I showed you two apps, Wi-Fi Kill and Network Spoofer, that allowed you to do some basic baby manipulations to a network, such as kick people off the network and HTTP forwards, and just replacing images, and just elementary stuff really. But now, it's time to get down to hardcore with it, because the app I'm about to show you does all of that, but more. The app is called DS Exploit, and is developed by XDA4 member EvilSocket. Now, as I mentioned, this app does all the stuff Wi-Fi Kill and Network Spoofer did, but also adds in two unique features, which is Password Sniffer and Cookie Hijacker. Password Sniffer, once a person logs on the computer or logs onto a website, the login information is sent right to your phone. And with Cookie Hijacker, no, not the Cookie Monster, but hijacking the cookies that are on the PC. So let's say someone logs to the website, that login information is sent to your phone as the cookie, and the cookie logs in on your phone with that same information, so you're basically logging in as a person on the site. Kinda confusing, but really, really awesome. Now please note, in no way am I condoning you to use these apps for any type of malicious purposes, because this is considered hacking and it is illegal, and you will suffer consequences. So just think I'm showing you this for educational purposes or whatever other BS you want to make up for it. And that's pretty much it. So let's get this started.
Open source gangster, hey!
Okay, so upon launching this, you'll see you can select a target in which you want to perform these operations on. Just choose the IP address what you want to do. This will work on Android devices, or basically any device really, and computers and laptops and other smartphone devices. So I'm just going to do the IP address of my computer. So let's go down here, 192.168.101. Okay, and this gives you, right now we're in a whole menu of things in which we can do. For you computer geeks out there, you know trace and tracer commands on Windows and Linux, which is basically, for those you don't know, it's just a command to ping where host is at. That's how I look at it. So if I want to ping Google, it'll show me the whole route it took to get to google.com or one of the servers of Google. So that's tracer. Port scanner, it'll just scan for open ports. Nothing really fancy. Expector, same thing, just more deeper. Vulnerability finder. All these are great if you're into network administration and just want to test the security of your network, or if you're just an everyday user and want to test the security of your network. Then all these options at the top, port scanner, inspector, tracer, vulnerability finder, and logging cracker are just great stuff. But I really want to go into the man in the middle features. So let's go to MITM features. And this is where it really gets good. So let me just show you some of the basic stuff right now. So I have replaced images, which is basically replace any images on the website with those on the phone. So let's start with that one. Okay, camera shots. Let's say I want to replace all the images with those of this pie. So I selected the pie. Now it's running. Now behind me here, let's autofocus this. We're on lifehacker.com. I'm going to refresh the page. And oh my god, look at that. There's the image of my pie on my phone all over lifehacker.com. So this is really a good way to prank people. To go here and say, wait, what's all these pies doing? Oh wait, there's IBM. No, that's not a pie. Okay, so to demonstrate the password sniffer feature, we first need to be on a site that is not an HTTPS. Because any HTTPS or secure site, this will not work on. So I'm just right now on a random site, which I have an account on. I made one a while back. I really don't use it. On my phone, I'm going to make sure I have password sniffer running. So I'm just going to select that. Password sniffer. And I'm going to hit start. Okay, so this is going to start the password sniffer. So right now, any site that I log on to, the information, my login information, will be displayed right up in here. So let me go ahead right now and log on to the site. I logged onto the site, and as you see, my username and password just came up. My username is my email, my password, that long Clobber stuff, and it even told me the site name of it. So this is really, I mean, right here is some really neat stuff. Now once again, this will not work on a secure site, so don't try this on Facebook because it's not going to work. It's only going to work on unsecured sites or sites that are just www, basically. Okay, now let's get into something even cooler than that. Yes, even cooler. We're going to go to Session Hijacker, which I call this Cookie Hijacker because I could swore it was called Cookie Hijacker, but it's Session Hijacker, but nonetheless, it's basically the same thing. So what this does, essentially, is it takes the cookie on my computer and logs me on to film that same information. So let's go to a site in which I can test this on. Okay, so right now, I'm about to log on to xadevelopers.com, but before I do so, I'm going to start the Session Hijacker, or Session Sniffer. Okay, so right now it's sniffing. So let me log on to XDA Developers. And remember, log in. Okay, now I just logged on to XDA Developers. Going back to my phone, as you can see, all the cookies have come up. And not just cookies from the site, but cookies of other sites I'm on. So I have XDA Developers, and it shows my IP address, 192.168.0.101. So now, if I click on a cookie, what it's going to do is it's going to start hijacking it. And what it's going to essentially do is log me on. It takes that cookie information and logs me onto that site with the same information as in the cookie. So if I go to forums, right over here. Let's go to forums. As you can see, look at that, right up there. Let's try to zoom in on that. I don't know how well you can see that, but I am logged on to my account. There we go. I'm logged on to my XDA account. So, once again, that's a really kind of scary but neat thing at the same time. It's the fact that it can just hijack those cookies, that information, that login information I save to my computer, and automatically log my phone right into that site with that same information. Okay guys, this has been DSploit. I highly encourage you to download this and just try it out and have some fun with it. There's so much more to this application and so many more features that I didn't cover. I just chose to cover two of the most interesting things that I thought were interesting, but this application has so much potential. And once again, I'm not condoning you in any way to use this for malicious purposes. I'm just showing you this for shits and giggles, basically. So thanks for watching, and tune in for another galvanizing video. Thanks.